Howdy out there, Ed CNC Dude here. Gonna go over a little bit more details, mostly about organization, the lecture help that's built into the course, and how you got to organize this. So, how I would organize it. You can organize it any way you want. All right, getting started with curriculum. All right, here we are. Here's the course. Little intro video. Picture of the caliper and the 4 courses. Notice it keeps track of your progress. It gives you an estimated time of the course. But there are add-in stuff here, so it's and it stuff that are helpful. You actually have things called bookmarks, and I think somewhere up here you got my dashboard. Dashboard is also a history of other classes you're in. And this is related learning. Okay, so we're down here. View. Course 1. It says I completed the course. There's actually a certificate at the end. Course overview. The course downloads. You can download with all resources or do them individually. And then if you go right here, it says teaching supplements. Also has another download here, instructor guide, lectures, and step-by-step slides. This is your lecture help. Announcements here are any updates they've made in the course. Related learning would be any other stuff, of course, is steering you to the other 3 courses. And if you actually went to the right here, there'll be other stuff here. All right, we'll go back to course overview right here. Course downloads. So we're going to download all these files. So what I did is I downloaded them all. And right here, Haas Autodesk course resources, C1. Here's my zip file. So I extracted all of them. And the teacher file I kept separate, right? And I'm going to just, let's go back one. So what I did was in Fusion here, I created something called Haas Autodesk Teacher Assets. Right, I created a folder. If I did new project, create a folder, and that's how I did it. So in this case, I'll go to this one, and I created all these, and then I created a test folder. Let me just delete that. So I'm going to show you, because I already had to build this. And what I do is I go to the world page. So I created the folders that were empty. So I could do it right here. New folder, C1 test, right? Enter. And it has nothing in it, right? I can go to the little world here. It brings me to the cloud portion of Fusion. It says Autodesk 360. It even has school name up here. Test file, members and permissions. So later on, you got to give your students won't have permission to this area, but there'll be the folder that you build. Gonna upload. I'm gonna do folders because I want to do like mass entries here. Where did I stick all this stuff? Public. Autodesk course resources C1. Right here, I'll just do upload this, upload, keep on going. I'm in course challenges, I'll go back one. Course, no, wait, was I that one? Yeah, right there, you can see right there, upload, folder, keep on trucking, right? All right, so I'll get them all, and I'll also do upload, folder, and I'll get the teacher one, get all of those, upload, right? So as that's going along, right in here, it says refresh, and it's actually starting to upload all these. So as I go through that, this will be just, I'm pulling them all in, but as a teacher, I need to take the course and review it and try to use all these files. So over here, I have all of them uploaded. I got teacher and each one, right? These are not in order of how the course runs. These are just like alphanumeric. Course is C1, you know, it's not the course 2, right? But they're just by alphabetical order. So let's go through this and look a little bit here. We've got challenge exercises. So if I started taking the course, I learned that challenge exercises are meant to be like extra credit. So if I go back to here, getting started, outline, because I already took them, they're already green. If you haven't taken the course yet, it will not be green, whatever section you're at. So you can always tell where you left off. So all this stuff is really prep stuff. Students really don't need this part. We need the intro to blueprints. We're going to start right from here. Views and projections. Now I can kind of go through this, and if I go down the bottom, it says even right here, step-by-step guide right there, which is right here, step-by-step. Step-by-step. Right there. So it's really the same page, step-by-step guide. So you can pre-read it independently. You can read it in the course. All right, so let me go in the course, right? Do a blueprint. And right here it says open supplied file, projections, first angle, projections, third angle. All right, so I'm going to go back to Fusion here. I'm in my teacher folder. I'm going to go back to where is that stuff, right? Right here. C1. That's the guide. Let's go to Fusion Files. I believe this is where your base stuff is going to be. I believe this is for Mac, so I've never used that one. I never deleted it because I didn't know what effect it would have. Intro Fusion Files, and there it is, right there. Okay. The first angle, third angle. So what I take with this is I would take both of these and copy them, and I'm going to create a student directory. So when I went up here, I already have an asset directory, but let's try from the beginning. I go new project, student assets, and everybody will have access to this, right? And if I want it on top, I'll pin it. So it's up here. And it says student assets. So if I actually rename it with a 1 in the front, 1, it'll be on the tippy top. Spin the wheel. There it is. Student assets. So in order to get organized here, I'm going to make new folders. I'm going to call it C1, right? Course 1. All right. I'll go back to the teacher assets. And notice I put an icon here. I'm going to show you how to do that. Go to the world view, the cloud. And if you go right here, this is the how you set up the projects, folder level projects. You can rename it. But if you click on this, you can actually upload anything you want. So I brought in this Kurt Custer car, and then that so I can see it easily. All right. And there's C1 right here. All right, so that's how I did that. But in here, so I was C1, and I went to Fusion Files, and I identified that intro blueprints. I want to upload these two here to my student one. I'm going to do copy all the way to the top. Student assets, course 1, copy, right? Okay, back to the course, and this is the step-by-step guide. All right, talks about title blocks, and then we need a projections drawing third angle projection, which is, didn't we upload that one? Yes, we did. All right. Navigate to Fusion, open a new untitled document, create document, show data panel, create a new project, open the S1 folder, open, Open for my drawing projections.f3d. So you can tell they're in italics. All right, so go back to my Real Fusion drawing projection, all right? Okay. I'm going to copy this one, put in the assets, C1 assets, copy. I'm going to show you something right from here. F3D is really a zipped file. You can't open it. It's really meant for, I think, transportation on the internet. So, all right, if I click on this, see this file right here? I'm going to just kill this file. I got untitled. Kill that. Click on this. Brings me right to the cloud. I'm like, oh, what happened? I thought that was going to open up. It says F3D. I go back to here. And then I look at Create Fusion Design, and I learned you got to create the design out of this, which is I believe is extracting it. So close that. Is upload progress right there. You can refresh. There it is. I'm gonna wait till the upload is done. There we go. Done. Now you can open it. So if I do file, save as, a Fusion file ends with a different suffix. Now I have to think of it. I think it's FZ something, or in this case, I would only, this file that I moved, I said, I don't really want the students to have that one. I want them to have this one, the real file. So they don't have to go through this. I'm going to copy. And then assets, C1, copy, right? I kill this one. Go to home base, student assets, C1. All right. This one I don't want them to have. Delete. I already have a copy anyway, all right? So now they can follow along by just clicking on this, right? And then do the rest of the lesson. Right? Here's lesson. And then save and follow the lesson. Do different views, whatnot. Okay, so built into the lesson. Let me just show you some stuff here. These are bodies, and these are different. View and not viewed, third projection, first projection, sketches, viewable, not viewable. So they'll walk you all through that, how that works. I can close the window up for a bigger view. And that's how they'll do that lesson, all right? Okay. Also in Fusion, you can have multiple pages open at the same time. So you don't have to keep on closing and opening. All right, let's go back to the lesson. All right, that completes that particular lesson, right? But they're going to be just doing, oops, let me go to the top, the video. This to do the video and do the quiz, submit, go to the next unit. Dimensions of tolerance. Let me just look at the script here. Open support. So you need one more file. Precision Machining Caliper PDF. I'll go back to here. Open up my data panel. Let's go back to the teacher panel. This one. C1. Back to Fusion Files. Files. Intro. This one right here we need. I'm going to copy that one to the student assets. Bing. Copy. Done. All right. What is it? Let's review it. I believe this, you can copy these and put them in your learning management system if you want, but I think working out of here works just fine. You can see your files just fine. You can open these up a little bit. Yeah, they can see it pretty well. It's 5-page blueprint. You can say open a desktop. Let's see what that does. Oh, open desktop connector. All right, let's not do that. Or they can actually download it if they want to print one out. But this eventually they're going to want to print out because this is what they're going to use when they start making the part. You want to have a blueprint at the machine with your setup sheet. Got to have those two. Okay, back to the lesson. They'll go through all this, talking about blueprint readings. So they're following the video, which is somebody else lecturing for you. Next unit, title block. Same thing. Oh, wait a minute, title. Yep. Next unit, GD&T. What's this one? Oh, this one's a different blueprint. Aha. Pickup. Oh, let's give a little helpers right here. Open the 123D. Go back to here. This one right here. So we need that one. I'm going to move that one to the student one. C1. No, I'm in the wrong one. Move assets C1. Move. Right. Oh, I did move. I should have done copy. We all make mistakes. Assets C1. There it is. Copy. Haas Autodesk C1. Fusion files, intro, copy. All right, should be back there now. All right, so this one they can copy, open this one up, and they can follow along on that video. Click on that. Let's overview view. Okay. All right, so they can follow that lesson, back to the lessons. And I'm trying to do this to simplify it for students so they're not, if they have to do the downloads and the organization, it's going to really slow things down. Here's a little quiz. View, next unit, stock and work holding. Let me put on the, just got closed caption. No, it doesn't. Oh, they want you to start looking at the blueprint and kind of determine what stock do you think you need. A little bit of thinking there. All right, we've got the guides. We're back to the blueprint again there. All right, good. Next unit, practice exercise. So this one, they're going to have to read this. Analyze a detailed drawing. And then they have a thing here called practice solution. So this is sort of like a helper if you didn't quite figure this out. So let's see. Locate datums, locate control frames. All right. Open the file, right? Inspect sheet and locate the 3 datums. A, B, C. Continue explore the sheet and notice the control frames. Analyze. I might even do this as a lecture and then ask students like bring up this one and say, can you tell me what a datum is and what a control frame is? All right, let's go to the next unit. Challenge exercises. I consider these extra credit, but what's this one? This one here is research CAM work holding. Review on this site. Click on the link. Oh, it brings you to a Haas page. Adding work holding to your machine. And you start just poking around. All right, so you're just learning a little bit by looking. Ooh, wait a minute. I just did that by mistake. Go back. All right. There's no test involved and stuff like that. All right, next unit, module quiz. So they all want to do this, 5 questions, right? And then this is the next one, creating a digital cam setup. So getting back to organization here, right? Let's go to student assets, C1. I would create a new folder, and I would call this like number 1. And what was that one called? Let's go back to course outline right here. Introduction to blueprints. All right. Rename. Intro to blueprints. All right. And then next one, I'm going to make number 2. And what was that one? Create a digital cam setup. Number 2. Rename digital, oops, spell it right, cam set up. All right, so I'm going to take these 4 here. Now I'm going to move them. Move C1, intro to blueprints, move. So when they do the course, this is going to be a lot easier for them to navigate. All right. So keep on building your course, review your course and your assets. So you're taking the course also. You'll be create a digital concept, indicate a vice right here. Mark will take over from here. Then we get define stock and work coordinate system. So there should be a script down here. So you're going to need another file. Caliper piston program F3D. All right. All right. Going to bring that one in. Next unit. Review a program. Yep, everything's all there. This is the step-by-step guide. So going back to teacher assets right here. And I'll just get rid of tests. I don't need this anymore. That was just to show you how to create a file. All right, C1. All right. Let's go to teacher. Teacher, instructor guide. And you got to... This is just a Word document and it's a PDF, so they're literally like repeats of each other. Instructor guide. Ooh, I'm on 23 minutes. I know this is a long one, but I think this is very important. View. All right. Little guide of what's going on, which is kind of listed in the beginning of the course. So, oh, it even has all the files here. All right. Okay, got everything there. All right, let's go back. Let me kill some of these. These things stay open. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to instructor guide. To teacher, okay. Lectures. Let's see what we got in lectures here. Lectures. Math lecture, PowerPoint, and handouts with answer keys. Ooh. So these you want to download, right? Because you can't open them up here. And I also would not have the students have this. So you can give them the handout or create a PDF file out of it. But you can build it into like, okay, we're going to do this thing here. I can put it on the front board or I can build it into your class. But you got math. Cut a comp, feed and speeds theory. Oh, there's a lot of good stuff in here. Theory of tool and work offsets. So you could do these like everyday little lectures. Just keep on poking away at these things. Teacher. Of course, it's all for course one, so you can take your time. Step-by-step guides where are actually built into that. Create docs, review programs. So, well, they're PowerPoints. I'm sorry. Let's go to define stock. I'm going to download that one. All right. Open that one up. I'm not going to do slideshow. Of course, if you did a slideshow, it would be a lot bigger screen, like over here. I can't get it over there. And we could do a little lecture and talk, especially in the beginning here. You want to define all this stuff. Pretty cool stuff. I think I used to try to teach all digitally at one time, and I realized how you can't do that. You really got to be leading the way. The video content is a real good prep and helper, and a lot of it you can be done with video content. But even if you're doing either another curriculum that's been out there for a while, as a teacher, you need to be the leader, and you got to kind of like walk them through this, and that's what all this stuff is here. I used to have to create all this kind of material, but this is really ready to go, Okay, so let's go back to Fusion. We got instructor guide, teacher assets. Let's go through the rest of course one. We call challenge exercises. We know what that is. Course challenge, Fusion files, machining best practices. What is that one? Intro to blueprints, piston, process plan, setup sheet. So I think that's built into a lecture. All right, that one. Step-by-step guides. We're going to tip of the day. Let's click on that one. Tip of the day brings us back out to the PDF file region. And I'm going to hit view, and we got a whole list here of Mark Terryberry teaching us. Okay, let's go. How to do manual setup and work offsets. Brings you right to the video. Hopefully we all know how to navigate the Google, right? Of course, I got closed caption on. How to set. So depending on what machine you have, this one's for manual. Let's go along here. Showing you where the offsets is kept, what the numbers mean, what it is in the G-code region, what the Z's are. A Heimer gauge, cool. We got Heimer gauge, I think is also, let's go back, see what other lessons we got there. Manual tool setters, next tool button. I love using that. Work offset with Edge Finder. We got that. Setting up large tools. Probing. Measuring tool basics. Essential G codes. Calculating feeds of speed. So there's a lot of content here on lecture, daily lecture. A lot of times I would run these, like 1 or 2 of these videos in the morning while I'm taking attendance or something, and maybe I'll like stop it and rerun it and see if anybody was watching the video and ask them some stuff. Cool. All right, almost at the 30-minute mark. So I think this is really about organizing your class a little bit better and taking all the content, and a lot of content there. I'm going to go back. Now we're back in the class, right? And we're in the digital cam setup. So this is like section 2, course outline. Yeah, right there. Then we'll get up setting up a mill. Right there. Tool work offsets, loading a program, dry running, creating a cam setup for the essential second operation, which many people do not cover. This is going to be very, very good. Doing soft draws. Course challenge. Let's see what that one is. Ooh, we're getting a little deeper here. Extra credit. Final test. Start your final test. Lots of questions. And if you clear this final test, you will get a certificate. Course outline, final test. And that's it for course 1. So I'm just kind of talking about how to present this to the class, how you want to run it. You know, if you could do all course 1, I would do everything in order. You know, course 1, get them all completed, keep on chunking along. And whether you're just teaching this by itself, then you can kind of break it up. You know, maybe you want to roll off and have them do some design work in another Autodesk course, just design only, because there's actually a certification for just that, depending on your time. If you've got manual machining, then you could do some manual machining, and you could do this same time. But there's a lot of content here to teach you like all these things at the same time and keep it interesting, and we can get them, you know, right on the machines fast. I am not afraid about running the machines. If you have a next-gen control, you have something called safe mode, and if you're worried about crashing, turn safe mode on, because it'll protect your machine. I also recommend like just turning down the rapid rates and using optional stop and things like that. The dry run, which is in this lesson, is an essential part. We dry run in the air all the time. We actually literally shut the coolant off, the valve off, so they're paying attention when it's coming down, because they might be hunting for the button when their eyes should be on the ball. So. Plus, it gives them more button time. You know, get more button time. They get used to it, used to running it. So, anyway, CNC Dude signing off on a deep into setting up your class and using all your data sets and your course downloads. Okay, I'll talk to you later.